Hold on. Here's what's interesting about the lyrics of the song.
I think we should let him and him debate.
Hold on. That sounds really interesting, but it's you guys can debate after I answer this question. What's interesting about lyrics, and the reason why we are so usually very hesitant to answer a question like, what is When They Come For Me about? It doesn't matter what it meant to us when we were writing it. It matters what it means to you guys when you listen to it. Because that is really what makes listening to music a completely unique and special experience for every person that hears a song. If I hear a track and I think I know what it's about and I like it for that reason, then that's what that song's about. If I tell you the very specific nuances of every line in each song, it may completely ruin that experience that you had with it in the beginning, because it now is not what you thought it meant. And yesterday Mike was answered a question, the same exact question, what's this song about? And he remembered back like a few years ago or whatever, he was doing an interview and he actually explained what one of the songs was about, and Rob, I believe, was in the interview and he was like, that's what that song's about? Like, really? Oh. And it's that realization, like, we can't ruin that experience for you guys, so if that's what you want that song to be about, awesome. And if who said that's wrong? You're right too. It's whatever you guys want it to be is what it's about.
The other side of that coin is I can tell you what the bass line is about. I can just have you absolutely sit here in awe for hours. And at the end of it, you'd be very, very happy that you just went through that. That's a whole other summit. Like,
the bass summit.
I'll be there.
Me and you.
Mike, were you serious about cooperation with this of Andrea? You wrote something like that on Twitter.
Oh, I mean, yeah, they're great. It's actually at this point I think our sights are set on getting this tour underway and everything, so we're not easy to get in the studio right now.
To show some
Oh, you've been on stage? I don't know what I said. That's what's so great about Twitter. You say these things. Who knows what happens the next day? I think I promised that we'd have a new album out like next week. And I promised that Dave would take his clothes off, which I always do. He always promises. Since there was some confusion, why don't you ask me? We can hear you. There you go.
Like, we never get to see you guys play the demo tracks. Like, she couldn't say, like, across the line, will you ever play it?
Oh, you want to hear the demo tracks? I think we need to work our way.
Carousel?
We need to take baby steps. Because, like, when's the last time you heard us play with you? You know what I mean? So, like, we'll work our way over to those. I think if
we tried to play Leave It All the Rest the other day, and I completely fucking forgot all the words. It was awesome.
In a show like this, it is tough. I mean, I know you guys understand. I see that you guys have conversations about that kind of thing online, and I know you guys understand that, this was a special event. Summit was a special event. There's about 300 of you here, and 300 in the scene of this massive venue. I know you guys would be thrilled to hear across the line. It's a special place to think that we don't normally play. And then there's everybody else who has never, these people, like, maybe they've never been to the Linkin Park show, maybe they're not. They don't even know what across the line is. So we do have to balance these things out. But we do have a special treat since we know that this is a special crowd and you guys, have a different level of, a lot of you have come to the Linkin Park shows like 10 times. You've seen us play Brawling many times, whatever. We have an idea for today that we want to do something special for you. We've never done it before, ever. And we haven't rehearsed and we totally have not rehearsed it. But do you guys want to hear that?
Yeah!
Okay, we'll do it.
Here's what it is. easy. It's never been done before. Rob is going to answer a question.
Ask away. Who has a question for me? I don't think anyone has a question for me. That's why I don't answer it. Okay. Okay, right here. With the hat on. My favorite band? Well, of course, besides Linkin Park. My favorite band is actually Dave Matthews Band. Drumming is like beyond anything that I could ever do, and it's definitely an inspiration for me to keep working to become a better drummer.
I think we should get some more questions.
Yeah, and the blue beanie. What makes us different in a live show setting? What was that last part? Well, thank you for saying that. I'm glad that I know everyone here obviously thinks we're really good, and we have great fans that have inspired us from the very beginning. When we first started off, we were making music that we hadn't heard before, and it was fans like you that inspired us to keep wanting to make that music, because you have to have people believe in you as you do things, and our fans have always been really supportive. That's why we're obviously really supportive of you guys and want to continue to do things like this. But as far as our live show goes, we've always put a lot of work into it, and we really pride ourselves on being a great live band. And the music that we make in the studio, we want to perform it as good as it is on the record, and also add some other elements. So we spend a lot of time working on our live show. A lot of thought goes into it, a lot of practice goes into it. So I'm glad that you guys recognize that. Grab the microphone behind me.
Famous words from Don Gilmore. I asked that question, like, he said, do you guys ever think about when you're recording how you're going to do it live? And I had said to Don Gilmore at one point, we were recording, like, I think it was Points of Authority, and and the lines overlapped, and I was like, how the fuck am I going to do this live? Dude, this doesn't make any sense. He goes, sounds like somebody else's problem. Apparently it was mine. But so at that point I just stopped asking him, like, how are we going to do this live?
Okay, thanks.
All right, you guys ready? Ready to do this?